The Michigan International Speedway will host the Quicken Loans 400 and defending champion Dale Earnhardt Jr. in June. But today, Trevor Bayne and Kurt Busch tested the track. It sounds good to me, but the guys who matter, the drivers, say the new Gen 6 car has a ways to go until they feel completely comfortable behind the wheel.
If we had to unload and work on this car in a quick hour and a half, we definitely would have been behind. The front end, that is very finicky in traffic. It'll find a push or it'll have a loose feel.
You're so limited to how big these race cars are and the hole that they punch through the wind. There's only so much you can do with the aero.
And then the rear end, though, is nice and forgiving. You have a lot of camber that's built in, a lot of rear downforce. So we still, if we could find a happier spot with the front, that would allow us to race, I think, in better packs.
One of the good improvements that they did was add mechanical grip to the car with the rear end housing. They changed the camber of the rear tires, and that added a huge amount of grip, and then the downforce on the cars.
In between the new car and the fastest track in NASCAR, the Quicken Loans 400 will supply plenty of action.
It makes it a hairy ride, but when you go faster, you have more downforce. But then you're on the edge of slipping. This place is fast, it's fun. You always pull the belts down tight for your first lap out. Speed ends up being relative, we always say that, but when something goes wrong, that's when you find out how fast you're going.
Trevor Bayne hasn't had the smoothest start to the season, so he'll take any win, but his team would love the checkered flag at MIS.
Outside of the Brickyard and the Daytona 500, I would say that this would be probably one of the biggest wins for the Wood brothers. We always have everybody here. I mean, it's a big deal to run good here, and that's kind of why we came to test here, and to get a win here would be close. Not quite the Daytona 500, but it'd be close.
But for Bayne to get that win, he'll have to fend off some of the biggest names in NASCAR like Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Jeff Gordon.